Every woodworker has that one tool they regret buying. For many, it's the cheap random orbit sander, collecting dust, blamed for ruined finishes. You see pros with expensive sanders and flawless results, so you think your budget sander is the problem. But every time you use it, you get swirling scratches, pigtails, that only show up after staining. You sand more, but the marks get worse. Frustration sets in, and you blame the tool. You start believing you need a high-end sander to get pro results, but here's the truth. It's not about the price tag. That sander has more potential than you think. The difference isn't hundreds of dollars. It's a few simple changes in technique. With the right approach, that dusty tool can become your workshop's MVP. It's time to unlock its hidden power. Forget the myth that only expensive sanders work. The secret is in how you use it. Even the cheapest sander can deliver a flawless finish. You just need to learn its language. Let's turn that most hated tool into your new favorite. Ready to see how? Let's get started. The problem isn't your sander, it's how you use it. Most beginners press down hard, thinking it'll sand faster. But with a random orbit sander, pressure creates those dreaded pigtails. The tool is designed to work under its own weight. Pushing or tilting stops the pad from orbiting freely, grinding in ugly scratches. Tilting the sander digs grooves and creates uneven surfaces. Keep the sander flat and let it float. The bad reputation of cheap sanders comes from bad habits, not bad tools. Stop fighting your sander, work with it. A few simple adjustments can give you pro results. Let the tool do the work. Your technique is the real game changer. Here's the pro tip that changes everything. Always start the sander before it touches the wood and lift it off before turning it off. Never turn it on or off while resting on your project. When the motor ramps up or down on the wood, it gouges the surface and leaves swirl marks. Think of it like an airplane. Smooth takeoff, smooth landing. Hold the sander above the wood, turn it on, let it reach full speed, then gently lower it flat. When you're done, lift it off before switching off. This simple habit prevents those ugly pigtails. Combine this with letting the sander float under its own weight. You'll instantly see smoother results. It's the easiest fix for flawless sanding. Try it once. You'll never go back. Small change, huge difference. Technique matters, but so does your sandpaper sequence. Don't jump straight to fine grits like 220. Start with a coarse grit like 80 to flatten and remove marks. Clean off dust before moving to the next grit. Move to 120 to erase 80 grit scratches, then 180, and finally 220 for a silky finish. Always clean between grits. Leftover dust creates new scratches. Each grit removes the marks from the previous one. Rotate the sanding pad every so often to keep the motion random. This prevents repetitive patterns and pigtails. Don't rush. Let each step do its job. The right sequence is your shortcut to a flawless surface. Follow the process and you'll see pro-level results. Sanding is a process of refinement. Trust it. Let's recap the mistakes that ruin your finish. Pushing down. Don't do it. Let the sander's weight work. Tilting the sander. Keep it flat. Always. Skipping grits. Never jump from coarse to fine. Using worn-out pads. Replace them when they stop cutting. Not cleaning between grits. Dust from coarse paper scratches your work. Turning the sander on or off while on the wood. Remember the airplane trick. Rushing. Move slowly and methodically. Each mistake leaves marks that show up after finishing. Avoid these and your projects will look pro. It's about patience and process. Master the basics, and you'll never dread sanding again. That cheap sander isn't your enemy, it's your secret weapon. With the right technique, it becomes your most reliable tool. Start it in the air, land it gently, and let it float. Work through the grit sequence, cleaning between each step. Don't rush, enjoy the process. Each pass brings you closer to a flawless finish. The difference is in the details and your patience. Grab your sander, fresh discs, and a scrap board. Practice the takeoff and landing. Feel the difference when you let the tool do the work. Watch the surface transform. The secret isn't a new tool. It's unlocking the one you already have. Your most hated tool is about to become your favorite.